Hey, what's on there, guys? It is GameMan here, and welcome back to Railroader. We are once again into it, and interchange has arrived. That includes, but not limited to, all of the bridge supplies, and everything coming to the sawmill, and the few things going to Slay Micah and the heating gallery. But before we get started, we have a very important thing to discuss. The vote was in, and by a single vote, we are buying the Reno. There it is. Northwestern number 3. This one, however, is getting a nickname. This one is immediately getting a nickname. To Violet. And we are going to try our very best to get a nice shade of purple. There we go. Although we're not going to have the tender under the name. But there we go. Our new locomotive has arrived. It cost us a little bit of a pretty penny, but that's okay. And we're going to be able to use this thing to our tactical advantage in the passenger train service. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to send it to get serviced. So we're just going to send it right there. We're going to actually put that on hold because the number 1 is also in service now. And considering the number 1, which is the 10-wheeler, has a little bit more strength than our 2, we are going to send it up to the log area because we need to get these logs moving. Wait a minute. Those are set to Connolly Creek too. They did not load. These flat cars did not load. They did not load at all. Oh no. It's no good. Oh, that's bad. So these particular cars were supposed to load here at Connolly Creek 1, and I didn't even put them in the right spot. That is a boo-boo. That is a major boo-boo. So we're going to have to actually grab these later. Because these ones are ready. So we're going to send the 1 to go take care of that. While we get the Reno ready for its passenger debut. Which the Reno has to be ran manually. The mod is really, really odd. Because for some reason the AI does not like operating the engine, which doesn't make any sense to me. But it happens, so like we just gotta live with that and we gotta just go from there. So we're going to take these cars, and we're going to set them to Whittier Sawmill. And so they'll be good to go eventually. So yeah, now that the 1 is taking care of its job, Reno, or Violet here, is probably most likely going to become our mainstay passenger engine, considering how short the train is. Like, it's ridiculously short. Oh, missed the water trough. God dang it. You can hear the one racing off. It just got restored, too, which is quite a good thing, actually. We needed it back into service pretty damn quick. But yeah, thank you guys, honestly, for voting on this. It meant a lot to me that y'all voted for it, and here we are. So, Vi here, in real life, absolute freaking workhorse, amazing editor. Kudos to everything she does for this channel. Has 12,000 pounds attractive effort. Not shabby. Not shabby at all. It's quite useful, actually, for our little rinky-dink railroad that is only going to Ella right now. So, I mean, you know, back and forth passenger service doesn't seem like a bad game plan. Probably more or less is going to remain in that service for quite some time. But there will be a whistle that needs to be added to this locomotive that is very, very critical, which is we need to go to customizations and we need to get the correct whistle for this locomotive. Stop it. This one. That is actually the whistle that Reno actually wore. So there we go. Problem solved. So when Reno is done, we are going to immediately get to work on taking the 2, and we're going to send it up the line. Right now it has to wait, obviously. Do we need repair parts? That's the next question. We don't need them, per se. So we can kind of wait on that. As far as I'm aware, we can wait on that. It's not that the biggest of worries. Okay. Number 3, we're going to take you, and we're just going to gently, emphasis on gently, take you and connect you to the passenger train. And then we're going to get the 2 set up to do what it needs to do. So the Reno, this is a modded locomotive. This is not a canonical engine in the game. You, like, don't unlock this or anything with anything special. It is a 100% modded locomotive. I don't know exactly. I actually don't remember when I got the engine modded into the game, but it was one of my early mods that I picked up. And in theory, it should be able to do the task at hand of hauling this one little passenger car in a caboose. It shouldn't struggle in the slightest in doing this task. Nailed it. That was a bit too harsh and a bit too quick. But since the game is now in its early stages, we can now go here, and we have our reputation. Reputation gives you, like, bonuses. Like, if your reputation is really high and all of it's like at 100% and like you're doing good, you get discounts on stuff. You get massive discounts on stuff, which means right now in the very early stages, the only 2 we are going to really increase to tier 3 would be these 2 right here. That's it. Maybe Ella Farm Supply would get upgraded too. Okay, is the 2 in place? Okay, the 2's in place. So here's what we're gonna do. The 2 should, in theory, oh god. Oh, this might be a struggle for the 2 by itself, but we're gonna try. Because we only need that stuff to go with us. We're not going that far, but we are going to basically take over this whole double track. And considering the passenger train is not that big, we don't really need to worry too much. Alright, set the train as an extra and pray. Because I don't think it's gonna handle it too well. Oh god. Okay, so maybe voting for the Reno... Little underpowered is our fleet at the moment. Just a hair. How many people are waiting for us in Whittier? That's going to be a problem. Okay, so newsflash, we have a problem, and that problem is that our engines are severely underpowered for what I am basically telling them to do. Ah, number 1 has reached where it needs to be. Excellent. Number 1, hi, hello. How's the family? Let's see. Oh yeah, you don't have marker lights. You need to have those class lamps and stuff equipped. You also need your cab lining. It's very important. Very, very important. Okay. Flip on them extra lights, set the waypoint. The waypoint for you will be end of track here. End of track. Yep. So now you should be... Oh wait, no, you still have that handbrake attached, don't you? Underway? Under steam? Get lost? Oh, you don't even have your air hose attached. Whoops! Now you go. My little kitten is meowing. It's so adorable. Here. Hey, little buddy. Hey, little buddy. Our little fireman here is doing so well. How you handling there? Number 1? You doing good? You feeling the burn? Probably, because you're hauling 308 tons and... Oh wait, no, you're not. You're hauling 1,053. Good God, for that little dude, that's quite a bit of work it's putting in. Also, after the previous episode, I did oil all the journal boxes, so that it was like, okay, it's not that big of a fret. We've got it all sorted. It'll be okay. So, oh, mistakes were made, Captain. But it's now time for us to just follow suit right in behind, and we'll just see how this goes. It's basically now a game of playing who does what first. Because now we're playing a game of we have 3 engines, but not a lot of stuff to do with the 3 engines. That's our predicament at the moment. Reset that for our current interchange. So this engine holds 4 tons of coal and 3,000 gallons of water. I think 2,200 gallons. So not as much as it could hold, but it's a substantial amount. But we still gotta remember that this engine is old. Like, this is an 1800s locomotive here. And we're putting it through its paces as a mainline engine. So, really, it's now just a situation of making sure we don't break anything. That's kind of our sit rep here, is we cannot break anything. We're low on money, but that's gonna be fixed. It's gonna be fine. See, I would have the AI run this engine, but if you heard, it will wheel slip. It will wheel slip. This engine has the ability to wheel slip, which means it does not have enough traction or enough adhesion to grip the rail. Put about a 20-pound reduction on that. It should be all right. Oh, my cat came to visit. Hello, hello, Zeus. How many people are here? Still 58. Okay, so there's not enough to overpower the train. Also, I want to make a correction from the previous video. I said that brakemen only had the one job of watching the train. Back in the day, yes, I love you too. Back in the day, they actually crawled on the tops of the trains. And they would set the handbrakes on each car by hand. That's where they got the name. It was an extremely dangerous job, and several people died while trying to work that particular endeavor. It was insane how that was the reality. But it's what people did. It was their livelihood. We'll put our marker lights on the back of the train to signify, yep, that's the end of the train. Is our log job nearby? I swear our log job's near. There it is. Number 1 already putting in the good work. Number 2 is ripping down the rails. When number 2 is... Actually, hang on. How much does the sawmill need right now? 8 cars. How many do we have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so right now it's... We have the extra log cars. We don't need them. This is all we need at the moment. So really, the one could just say, yep, this is it. I love how the AI is smart enough to blow for the whistle crossings. That's just so smart. It doesn't look right that the tender doesn't have lining on it, does it? To me, it just wouldn't look right. Yeah, there we go. The double lining is a little better on the engine. Actually, we can get rid of the southern tender lining. For the 2, or for the 1. Could give it deck paint, but I don't feel like doing that right now. Okay, do we have all of our passengers? Oh, we almost have a full train. Might as well wait for a full train. Actually, we need the money, so let's just get moving. Oh, she's not liking that. Nah, not the fan. Oh, close the water hatch. Close the water hatch. See, if I put this engine up to too much speed, she's gonna slip. Yep, there she goes. And that consumes a ton of fuel because she's running super, super hard. Not the thing that we want to see happen. We do not want the engine burning through all of its fuel so quickly. It's bad juju for the railroad to be burning through fuel like that. Because coal's expensive, and I don't want to have to try and start cheating coal in. I could, but I would rather I don't. So, this leaves us with a problem. Mentos. This leaves us with an issue. We have $375 left. Not a lot. Did we really need the extra locomotive? No. But y'all voted for this, and so the votes have a say. And so that's just how it's gonna work, and that's how it's gonna be. Oh, I need to get a I need to get a thumbnail shot. That's what I need to do. I need to get a thumbnail shot. Ah, dang it, I missed it. Ooh, this is a good shot right here, right here, right here, right here. Boom, thumbnail. It's not often I do a thumbnail shot like that, but I know how to do it now, so I'm going to do it. Ooh, the one's arrived at its destination. Yay, and the two's arrived. Wait, what? Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna... Okay. I'm gonna waypoint the Reno right into Ella Station. Right to the edge of it. That way we can take care of... Is it the 2? No, the 2 is going to be blocked in by the Reno. Or by Violet. So we need to go to number 1. Because number 1 now has the job of switching out everything over here. Which is actually not that complicated. So we keep the 1 attached, we go to the 3. We regain control of the 3. We figure out exactly where the 3 is, right around the corner. Good. Let's build up some steam! Probably by next episode, I will have the... Bless you. My cat sneezed. I will have the extension to Bryson finished. At least that's the hope. Is I can do that off camera. Make that happen. You were scratching... Whoa! I've never heard you make that noise before, little friend. Are you okay? Poor little fella. He got stuck on the chair. Nice and graceful stop. Not so graceful anymore. Okay, almost missed the station there. But that is all right. We'll make ourselves a little bit of income. And then I'm probably... I don't actually know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to have to probably cut so that I can move the engine out of the way so that I can move the freight goods. It's probably what's going to happen here. Probably. Because there's no way I can fit the engine here to get it, moved around to move all the goods. That's my current predicament. The 1 is near completion of what it's about to do. So it's going to take all this stuff in the front, specifically this thing right here, it's going to put it right here into this slot, and then everything else goes over here. And then can back out, run around the train. Or, why make it run around? It would make more intelligent sense to crunch on my thing. No, to do this. Get the Slay Micah stuff moved out of the way, and then just take this separately. That makes more sense. Just about finished dropping off passengers here. How much do we get for that? $59. Not bad. Not good, but not bad. I'm actually going to have to send this AI back. We might have to run more than one passenger train today. For those of you who are wondering why I don't have timetables on right now, it's 2 station stops. Having the timetables on for 2 station stops is a little excessive, and also it means that there's no wait time. What just fell? Oh, one of my posters fell again. It means there's no wait times for the passengers, so they'll just gather, and it'll be fine. And they're not going to really complain too much. That's as far as I've understood. Okay, waypoint. Send you all the way back to Whittiers. The Whittiers. Which isn't that far, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Boop. So we'll leave the three to do its own thing, and hopefully we'll actually drop it slightly. Yeah, because then it starts doing that. Come on, catch up. Catch up 3. There we go. Now give me 25. Yeah, the engineer is now actively trying to catch the train. 5 more. 10 more. There you go, you're flatland running now. You'll be fine. Okay. Now time to deal with the 2. Who has the biggest struggle known to frickin' man to deal with. Okay. So the bridge site can wait, because we're dealing with Ella Farm Supply first. Okay, you are now in yard service, so take that headlight off. You don't need that right now. Next on the docket is probably is 100% getting a new passenger car. Because if we unlock Bryson, we'll have one more station, which means one more set of trains, which means a whole new set of problems, but we need to build money first. So probably off camera? Most likely off camera. If we don't build the funds on camera. Where's $6,000? No, I need $7,000. Frick! Maybe we'll get Streamliner service. Maybe I'll have to borrow an engine from another railroad. We'll have to see. Why am I doing this with AI? The whole point is to watch me do this. Okay. I've also seen a mod that I'm going to talk to a friend of mine about. It's a dynamic weather mod, which sounds really cool. Which means that, like, it'll... Because there is weather in the game, It's just always been kind of like preset. So we'll just have to kind of see where this goes. And if you guys want me to like speed up the process of the game, let me know. Like if you don't want to see me constantly just going between Whittier and Ella, I will like. Oh God. I will make the expansion happen off camera. I'm probably gonna actually do that anyway. Is I'm just gonna do the expansion off camera, so that dang it, come on, just a couple more inches. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to disconnect this. We're going to deliver it. I'm surprised this little thing could handle that train. Like 1,000 tons on this little dude is quite impressive. Okay, now where are you? Okay, yeah, I thought so. You're going right there. This is all about being very careful, because this is switching maneuvers. You know what? Yeah, if I wanted to do this correctly, I'd have someone on the end of this car. In a way, protecting what the heck I'm doing. Oh, 3's arrived. Good. Okay. We'll make some income that way, too. On the side where the engineer can't see. All right. When tying down a train, you want to make sure that all of the air is released from the train. You don't want to make sure that any air is tied in unless the train is going to be moving in the near future. You want to make sure that at least one handbrake is tied on both ends of the train. If it's a small system like this, chances are a single handbrake will do. Hey, 140. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. We're gonna tell the AI to just go back here real quick. Number 1. Hello. All right. This is where me getting very quick at the game comes into play, because I have been doing this a lot. Where did these cars go? I was about to say, are they rolling? They better not be rolling, because that would be a problem. Okay. So the wood's fine. You should have dropped off by now. Yes, did we get money for that? 49 for 49. Okay, is there anybody waiting here? 50 more passengers. Screw it, let's take another run to Ella real quick. It's a little bit amount of income that we can handle. It's definitely gonna save us, want to say long term? It'll build us more income as we go. It's just now a matter of rebuilding up funds, which should not take very long. Especially when we get Bryson built. Because if we can get Bryson put together... Now, I know what someone's going to say. It's like, well, you have finances. Just Just take a loan. I'm not gonna... No. I'm not gonna take a loan. I took a loan from my personal railroad that I'm gonna owe. I took a $2,000 loan from my own railroad, and that's in itself a bad thing. Yes, I hear you, Zeus. Papa's working. Are you attached yet? You are. Good. Reno can go there. Number 1. We're going to set you to yad speed. I'm not going to go through the yad. I'm not going yad speed. I'm going to highball. But no, seriously. Yard speed, go right there. The 2. Okay, this is where things get tricky. Because the Ella Bridge site's going to take a while. And last I checked, it is... Yeah, it's legitimately... It should just be... Yeah, it should be right here. Ella Bridge site, yeah? Yeah. You know what? No, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this manually. Where's my train? No, we're doing this manually. Hold on. So the first thing we would do is try and push out as much slack as we can, very gently. And then start ramping up the strength of the train. And I'm thinking we're going uphill slightly. Am I incorrect about that? It's legitimately super slight. I doubt this particular section of track. Oh no, 0.7, 0.8, 1%. Okay, there might be a struggle bus somewhere. I don't quite know where yet. That's the thing. Because the hope is that we can get to Bryson, so we can use that interchange because it is a much better interchange than the latter one. I don't think we're going to make any money from dropping this off the bridge site, though. Almost positive that that's not happening. Because we bought it, so why would we make money on it? It's not a contract, as far as I'm aware. Okay. £10 set. Alright, £12 set. Dump. That's a bad move. Just a little further. Just a little bit further. Copyright. Anyway. Two more cars. One car. Quarter car. Half car. Probably not correct, but whatever. Dump all the air out. Attach the handbrake. Okay, where is our how is our 3 doing? Not bad, actually. And we will set this up to pick up Whittier passengers. Number one's arrived at waypoint. Yay! There's our money from the sawmill for that first bit. And then these can go in either of these tracks, which means set that there. Oh yeah, you don't need marker lights anymore. You're not a train. You're doing yard work. Okay, you are just very slowly rolling down the hill. Okay, 3 has arrived at waypoint. What we're gonna do is we're gonna attach these two together and then run reverse. So I think that in this case, going back, the 2 is going to take over. Because we don't have a way to turn the train around. Which is a minor issue, minor detail. But, see, the thing is I'm going to come back to you. I have a plan. Alright, so here's what's going to happen. I did quite a bit off the screen. I moved the goods over. We now have 1,106 dollars. Not a lot in terms of dollars, but it's a start. And with 3 engines on the roster, we have 2 for operating freight service and 1 for operating passenger service. And frankly, I don't see a reason right now to get any more locomotives. So we're gonna put it up to the. Well, we're gonna see what you guys think. Should I take out a loan and buy a new passenger car, or off camera build up the funds, finish the Bryson extension, and unlock the industries that are here? Because those would be money engines. Literally money engines for us. But for right now, the Reno, also known as the Violet right now, is going to be working our passenger trains. And probably by next episode, we're going to have the Bryson extension open. So really, it's actually a question of, do we go big kahunas and get the observation car and start earning 20% bonuses on our train? Or do we think intelligently and go for the open platform coach, which we already have one? This one. We go for this one, and we get another one of these. That would bring us to 120 passenger capacity. I think that sounds pretty good. But, again, it's up to you. So, open platform, palace observation. Choice is yours. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the notification button, become part of the gamer team. Also, remember, I have a creator code now for Dubby Energy. It's DUBBY Energy. It gets you 10% off. Use code GAMERTEAM at checkout. But thank you guys for supporting this series and already getting us to episode 2. And just like that, we'll see you next time.